Welcome back to Fiesta Friday. Local resident and freelance writer Christine Restuvog-Quinata is not only the owner of the publishing company Wordblack Ink, but she's also an author. Recently, she released Mannge Manhoben, Kin's Day at the Ranch, the second book from the Mannge Manhoben series. She now joins me in studio to tell me more about her latest creation. Christine, welcome to the Hartman Studios.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, we love having people that are creative and, express themselves in a variety of media and everything, and so writing is always a personal favorite of mine. What has being able to translate, your thoughts and your energies and your passion to the printed page, what does that mean to you?
Oh gosh, it means a lot. It's a lot of work. Like, writing in the beginning is, it's just an idea, putting it on paper, but actually seeing it through is kind of, you also have to have some kind of business sense to see it through and see it through a finished product like the book. So.
Okay, and this is interesting because Mannge Manhoben is actually a series that you're doing. So
yes.
Tell us about the series and what's the overall theme and the story that goes from volume to volume.
Okay, well the first book came out, Meet the Mannge Manhoben, and I like to call it our introduction book because it basically introduces the characters and it encapsulates the culture of Guam, our language, basic phrases, Chamorro language phrases, but just kids. The first book is about the kids growing up in Guam. And telling their lives through Guam's culture, telling a story. And then what I planned to do from there was branch off each character. Actually, the characters represent my children. I have 3 and 1 on the way. I mean, I have to make another one. Thank you.
Well, Mannge Manhoben, of course, cute children, beautiful children.
Yes. So the first book was an intro book, and this second book branches off to the first character, which is Kin, and which is Kin's Day at the Ranch, and basically Kin goes to his Uncle Chu's ranch in Jigo. I had an Uncle Chu growing up, and he had a ranch in Jigo, so that's where I got the idea. And he meets animals native to Guam, and basically we wrote the Chamorro version of the animal and the English, and so kids can pick that up. And he also has his cousin Scotty, his primu, who he brings along with him at the ranch. So we're introducing new characters. We introduced the original characters in the first book. So we're branching out, and hopefully every year we come out with a new story with a new character.
And your book is also unique because if I may just pick this up, this is a board book. So
yes.
So the pictures not only come to life and leap off the page, but there's a very unique design to it. So explain, like giving this to a child, what does the unique board design do for the owner?
Well, basically, the board book is, it's durable. The book is catered to, children that are younger, maybe even baby to 8 or 9 years old. So it's really sturdy, and the colors pop out. It's a full color book.
Absolutely.
So we made sure, or we wanted to make sure that was the quality of the book. And it's also actually a green book, so it's printed on a recycled board.
Okay. Let me show this because also on the cover inlet right here, right on the first cover, there's a space for ownership and everything. So explain a little bit about what this is, because the owner of the book gets to say who owns it, and then also the author's signature. So it may be, you also include your signature.
Well, yeah, I try to when we do book signings locally. My artist just happened to throw that in there. She really developed the character, and she developed the book in her style. So she added this book belongs to. We're actually going to do something more like locally, like someone's own. Instead of this book belongs to, that. But,
this is beautiful.
But we went the traditional route, so we added that in there, and and I'm glad you opened the book because I wanted to mention that we were actually funded with the first book I self-funded, but the second book we got help from CAHA. So they helped us out with that, and we're grateful that they support local artists and writers. So I needed to mention that.
All right. So how has the response been since the books have been out?
Well, we've done really well with the first book. An overwhelming reception from the local community and those off island. I've got when we first released the book last year, I got numerous emails from people I didn't know that were just congratulating me, thanking me, and even when we do book signings locally, we have people come up to me and my husband and they're like, "Thank you for doing this," and so we've done really well, and we've sold a majority of our first book, so we knew that we knew it was important to continue on the series.
Okay, keyword there was sold, and we want to talk about selling in the active sense. So, of course, the holidays are upon us. This makes the absolute perfect gift for anybody on island or somewhere else if they want to buy it and ship it. How can people get their hands on this?
Okay, well, first off, I want to say the book's really affordable. It's only $10, and we wanted to make it affordable for everybody.
Okay, now I know until TV gets truly 3D, 4D, and you can actually reach out and grab it. I hope everybody is actually able to see how sturdy, as Christine was saying, and just how lushly depicted all the images are and everything. Okay, so I don't.
Yes, so it's really affordable. Thanks, Jason. You can pick it up at American Music and Ben Franklin Crafts. And you can also email me if you have bulk orders at mangemanhoben@yahoo.com.
All right.
So, I do have to spell that out.
Oh no, we'll make sure to put it up.
Okay. Yeah.
And if in addition to emailing you, is there a Facebook page that people can check it out?
Yeah, there is a Facebook page, Mannge Manhoben Guam, and we're hoping to get back onto GuamCatalog.com, which carries our first book.
Okay.
So maybe in the next week or two.
All right.
You'll be seeing it up there.
Okay, well, last question before we go to our commercial break. I have to ask you, as an author, a very good friend of mine in Kentucky is also writing a book. Is it challenging, more or less, for you to actually tell the story over a series of books, and how does that play off? Because now you've got to take your characters and you've got to maybe mature them, and you've got to, keep the story going, as opposed to just, introducing them in one book and everything. So is that easier, or is that harder for you?
Well, the thing is, when we thought of the series, I already had 4 stories ready to go from the characters, and I'm actually keeping my characters at the same age, because it's basically keeping my kids in a little time capsule, because I don't want them to grow older, but they do. So
Peter Pan said the same thing. Right?
So it's basically, the book is like they stay ages 2, 6, and 8 in the book, but they each have their own story. And Guam has so many stories and traditions and culture to share that each we've already planned out 4 books. So yeah.
Okay, well, we wish you the absolute best of luck. We're going to pick up some of these for ourselves. And make sure everybody go out there, get them on mangemanhoben@gmail.com.
At Yahoo.
At Yahoo. I'm sorry, no, the other guys.
Or Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
Mannge Manhoben Guam.
Okay, well, make sure to check out our Facebook page. We'll give you the entire rundown of information about ordering these very unbelievably beautiful and informative books.